Okay, you can see here that we have a Tahoe. It's got a pretty sizable dent in the hood. It's probably the length of 1.5 footballs and about a little bit wider than a football also. It comes right down to the edge. You can see how it's got a little pinch there at the tip, right where the body line is, right near the nose. That's going to be the hardest part. So we are going to set a light up on it just a second so you can see it a little better. Alright, so here it is with the light on it so you can kind of see the depth a little better. And first thing we're going to do is glue pull some of the depth out of this dent, make it a little bit easier to work with. It's going to be the fastest and most efficient way to go with it. Here we're using a slide hammer to pull the depth out of that dent. You can see we shadowed it up a good bit. Now we're down to the nose. We're going to do the same thing down there. We're going to glue pull some of the depth out of it. Still going to leave us with a couple of dents, but okay, now you can see what we have here is a nasty pinch right on the nose. And first thing we're going to do is try to get rid of some of the stress in it by tapping down the stress marks. Here's what we're left with after we tap it down. And now we're going to start to push from the bottom. You'll be able to see the metal moving in just a moment. I'm going to zoom in for you so you can see it a little better. And here we go. You can see the metal flexing there. We're going to begin to move the just to kind of work the depth out of that dent and rebuild that line where the nose of the Tahoe rolls over. And here we're getting rid of some stress points again after we pushed it for a little while. And here we go. This is what we've got after we've gotten rid of some of the stress marks. We still need to push it a little bit, bring it up some, and straighten it out. Okay, here we're still working on some of we got a little bit of a few high marks that are hard, or high spots that are hard to see on camera, but we're just continuing to level out the sheet metal to make it all look like nothing ever happened. You can see we're making a little progress. You'll also be able to see here where our hammer will leave a few little marks that we're going to have to come back and clean up later. And now we're going to move it and work it from a different angle so that we can get it, be sure we've got it 100%. What you can see here, we had a dent from where we glue pulled it earlier. We still had some distortion there that we're cleaning up from the other angle. And we're just going to continue to work with it and try to make it all nice and smooth so that you can't tell anything ever happened. And right here we're coming up on a finished product. You can see that there's no distortion left. There's no sign, no evidence that there was ever a dent there. We'll look at it. We'll move the camera around here so that you can see it from all the different angles, and you can see the reflection of the trees and the building, so that you can see it's a nice mirror-like finish. Everything's smooth. You can't tell that it ever had a big dent in it. And that's all there is to it. That one took about exactly 2 hours to repair that dent.